Hi, this is Deepika Padukone and AVS starts right now.
The Big Apple is fast becoming the movie mecca of the world. Hey everyone, I'm Joya Das. Film Festival Mania has descended on New York City, and the kickoff to one of the first for the South Asian community began on Monday. The New York Indian Film Festival is now in its 15th year, and opening night was Shonali Bose's Margarita with a Straw. The premiere saw director and lead actress Kalki gracing the red carpet, and as our Jitin Hingorani tells us, they weren't the only ones.
AVS exclusive coverage of the New York Indian Film Festival is brought to you by VelvetCase.com, the world's largest platform for custom-made and international jewelry.
It's the longest-running, most prestigious South Asian film festival in the country. Hey everyone, Jitin Hingorani here on the opening night red carpet of the New York Indian Film Festival, now in its 15th year. This year's lineup includes more than 30 shorts, docs, and feature films, all focused on female filmmakers. How it feels to be in New York for this opening. I know you've traveled the world already and your film has opened many places, but New York has its own special flavor, wouldn't you say?
New York is very special for me because when I first left India, this is the first place I came to in the world, New York City. So it's really the most special place for me, which is why in my script, I wrote that the character comes to New York.
Talk a little bit about the response the film has had around the world. I mean, is this what you guys imagined going in?
Oh, much more to come. This is not it. So India release has been great, and it's been fabulous response. We released in more than 30 cities in India, and it's been great. And we are yet to release in another 9 countries as of now.
I still can't wrap my mind around what is it that we've done in this film that people respond so strongly to our film, whether it's in Toronto or in Busan or in our own country. Like I'm not able to analyze it, and I love it. I'm just blown away. It's much more than I thought, much more.
How does it feel to be in New York? You're really being honored here on a very different level. 3 of your films, looking at kind of a retrospective and really sitting with a Shakespearean expert to talk about your motivation. How do you feel about that kind of accolade?
Yeah, I'm feeling very excited and humbled both, because I never thought that I'll be completing my trilogy and then getting this kind of accolades and, critical acclaim for my films. So I'm really, really happy and excited and humbled and thankful to God.
Do you have a favorite one in the trilogy?
As they say, the youngest son or daughter is a favorite. So right now, I think Heather is my favorite.
Well, my journey, my resurgence as a filmmaker began with NYIFF. Shahid won an award here 2 years ago, and that sort of began the spate of awards that Shahid won. And I give a lot of credit to this festival for my sort of coming back as a filmmaker.
मुस्कुराने की वजह तुम हो, गुनगुनाने की वजह तुम हो.
What do you think it is about these films and these filmmakers that is creating this resurgence and this interest in Marathi cinema?
After the digital revolution, when the media technology has become much more accessible, then a lot of hidden talent which earlier didn't find the means to express themselves have found means. One, two, there are a lot of producers of the mainstream also who are interested now in producing regional cinema, particularly Marathi.
बाबलीच्या बिया पेरल्या तर काय उगवल. Yari Road is a place in Bombay where a lot of actors live and struggle at times. So I was there when Vishwarupam and Midnight's Children came out in Bombay, and I met up with Jatin and Gora from Bombay Summer that Tanisha Chatterjee is in, and I had this idea about how about these three actors who are friends in real life, they meet up again a couple of years later, and it's a fine line between friendship and competition in this rat race industry, and it's about actors in Yari Road, yars being yars, and yet what are the sacrifices and the fine lines about that?
I came here in the morning for what? For you guys. Why did you take me to that place? We have to network to survive, man.
Don't help me here. I don't need your help.
Yeah, so it's actually quite an unusual film. It's very much in the vein of the new wave of Indian films coming out, and it's, in a nutshell, it's a road movie that explores the new generation in India today. So it's really a chronicle of rebellion, and it's sort of what my own contemporaries are going through. So that was sort of the inspiration behind the film as well.
So, Figaro, what's your deal?
मुझे तो बस चरस से प्यार।
Wow.
देख ले यार कुछ क्रीम हो तो। M cream भाईजी the best has in the world. One puff and nirvan.
I mean, I love the Film Lab. I feel like it's a place that we all come to. We workshop films. The actors come and they get to work with great directors and producers, and we've become like a little family, and we're all just really trying to support each other's work.
One of the things that I love most about Safal, that we all love most about Safal, is that it's that kind of a group where you bring in your work, you workshop it, and then you're pushed to actually make it happen.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm here for two reasons. Iftar, which is premiering tomorrow, just before Maqbool, written by Giri Kunetti. And I've also produced this event that's going up at the South Asian Film Lab on Saturday afternoon, which we're very excited about. We're introducing a whole bunch of filmmakers, writers, producers, actors, directors to the South Asian community here.
Tell me what this feels like to be in New York, having the New York premiere. So much of the film is actually taking place in the city.
Well, my character in the film is from New York, and I always knew before I visited New York that this will be my city.
You've gotten so many rave reviews for this performance, accolades, awards. Did you know when you were prepping for this role that this could potentially be the role of a lifetime for you?
I mean, it was always the role of a lifetime. The minute I read the script, it was something as an actor I felt was very exciting to do, and a beautiful script. I didn't know that it would be received so well. That's cherry on the top.
What is probably one of the most humbling, beautiful experiences you've had while showing this film?
Yeah, I think it's when the jury at Talent Film Festival thought that I really had cerebral palsy, and they refused to believe that I was an able-bodied actor. So that, I guess, was a very, they found it very believable, which is a great compliment.
Shonali Bose talked about how personal the story of Laila is to her own dealings with a relative afflicted with cerebral palsy. That was during the Talkback Monday night post the screening of Margarita with a Straw. The festival closes out with the international version of Dum Laga Ke Haisha, titled My Big Fat Bride. For information, check out iaac.us/NYIFF 2015.
AVS exclusive coverage of the New York Indian Film Festival is brought to you by VelvetCase.com, the world's largest platform for custom-made and international jewelry.